Looking to slice through enemies like a whirlwind while draining their life with every strike? Welcome to my dual dagger Leech build for Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. This build turns you into a relentless assassin, fast, lethal, and nearly unkillable. Perfect for players who love aggressive, up-close combat and want to stay in the fight longer than any boss expects. Let's dive into how to turn Wuchang into a true life-stealing nightmare. When it comes to carving through enemies with speed and precision in Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, nothing feels quite as satisfying as wielding dual daggers. These lightweight blades turn you into a deadly blur, landing rapid strikes and darting in and out of combat before your enemy even knows what hit them. What makes them especially powerful for a Leech build is their sheer attack speed. Every successful hit gives you a chance to recover health, making sustained aggression not just viable, but incredibly rewarding. The synergy with lifesteal is where these weapons truly shine. Since you're landing multiple hits in quick succession, you're constantly topping off your health mid-combat, allowing you to stay in the fight much longer than other weapon users. Combined with your naturally high mobility and fluid attack animations, you'll be weaving through enemy attacks, dodging with grace, and retaliating with a flurry of blades. This build excels at staying on the move, applying pressure and punishing openings with ruthless efficiency. It also suits players who enjoy a stealthy or burst damage approach. With dual daggers, you can sneak in, unload a combo, and get out before the enemy has a chance to react. Once you've mastered the flow of combat, chaining combos becomes second nature, allowing you to stagger lock smaller foes and stay in control of the battlefield. But of course, no weapon is perfect, and dual daggers come with their own set of drawbacks. The most obvious weakness is their short range. You need to stay up close and personal to deal damage, which means you're constantly within reach of enemy attacks. If your timing slips or you mistime a dodge, you'll feel the consequences fast. Dual daggers also offer very little in terms of poise or stagger resistance. You're not trading hits, you're avoiding them altogether, and if a heavy blow lands, it can easily interrupt your flow. Another thing to watch out for is stamina management. Because you're attacking so quickly, it's easy to burn through your stamina bar without realizing it. And once you're empty, you're vulnerable. Heavily armored or shielded enemies also pose a challenge, as daggers lack the raw stagger power to break through defenses quickly. You'll need to rely more on positioning, timing, or status effects in those matchups. And finally, this build is far less forgiving than slower, heavier options. It rewards precision and agility, but punishes mistakes harshly. If you get greedy or lose your rhythm, you might find yourself on the receiving end of a brutal counterattack. In short, dual daggers are a high-risk, high-reward weapon choice. But when paired with a well-built Leech setup, they offer some of the most satisfying, fluid, and aggressive gameplay in Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. If you love dancing on the edge of danger and healing with every hit, this build might just be your perfect match. For you to be able to play correctly, it is from the utmost important you understand how stats works compared to the other Souls games. In Elden Ring, stat allocation is highly flexible and deeply tied to both your weapon choices and your playstyle. Every time you level up, you can assign points to a wide variety of attributes, such as vigor for health, endurance for stamina and equip load, strength and dexterity for weapon damage scaling, and mind, intelligence, faith, or arcane for spellcasting and unique mechanics. This freedom allows players to create highly customized builds, including complex hybrids. For example, a player could invest in both strength and faith to wield a colossal weapon, while also casting dragon incantations. Additionally, Elden Ring includes a respect system through Renala, which allows you to completely reallocate your stats mid-game and experiment with different builds. In contrast, Wuchang, Fallen Feathers uses a more streamlined and focused stat system that revolves around your weapon type, combat style, and spiritual alignment. While the exact names of the stats may vary depending on the current version of the game, the system generally includes attributes related to health or vitality, stamina or endurance, physical attack power tied to weapon proficiency, and spiritual power or feather affinity, which influences your access to special abilities and buffs. There may also be specialized stats or mechanics related to leeching, luck, or status effects, depending on your build. Unlike Elden Ring, Wuchang does not encourage spreading your stats across a wide variety of categories. Instead, it promotes committing to a clear build path early in your progression. For example, if you choose to specialize in dual daggers, you are likely expected to focus on a dexterity equivalent stat that enhances light weapon scaling, along with stamina for maintaining mobility and pressure. You will also want to invest in health to improve survivability and amplify the benefit of lifesteal effects, as well as potentially increase your effectiveness with feather-based abilities if your build integrates spiritual or elemental skills. The scaling system in Wuchang is also more tightly integrated into each weapon class. While Elden Ring allows players to change a weapon's scaling and damage type through Ashes of War and infusions, Wuchang typically binds each weapon to a specific scaling path that aligns with your chosen archetype. Weapon upgrades and feather abilities develop in parallel, allowing you to enhance both your physical attacks and supernatural abilities in a cohesive way. This means your power curve is more linear but also more focused, making it easier to specialize deeply without needing to manage 6 or 7 different stats. But remember, it is from the most important in Wuchang. If you're leveling up, you're allocating your skill point correctly. Focus on enhancing your skill nodes in a way that will provide you with a +5 increase into a specific stat. For example, a plus in strength, a +5 stats in endurance or vitality. You can maximize the full use of the skill tree. As in the Elden Ring in Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, the Blade Master archetype is something similar as Elden Ring Ash of War. But here, it's designed for players who prefer fast, fluid, and highly reactive melee combat. When paired with dual daggers, Blade Master becomes one of the most aggressive and rewarding playstyles in the game. It emphasizes precision, speed, and stamina-based offense, allowing you to stay in the enemy's face, apply constant pressure, and avoid retaliation through well-timed dodges and counters. Blade Master's strengths lie in its ability to chain quick attacks together with minimal recovery time. This complements dual daggers perfectly, as these weapons rely on overwhelming enemies with rapid strikes rather than raw power. Every swing from the daggers is fast but light, so the Blade Master's passive bonuses and skills often focus on enhancing combo flow, reducing stamina consumption, and improving dodge responsiveness, all of which help keep your offensive momentum going. For a Leech-based build, this synergy becomes even more valuable. Because the Blade Master allows you to land more hits per second, you're able to trigger lifesteal effects more frequently. The more you hit, the more you heal, and Blade Master's relentless pace helps you sustain yourself even during prolonged fights. Unlike slower classes that rely on trading heavy blows or blocking, Blade Master encourages a don't-get-hit philosophy. Dodge, strike fast, and heal through aggression. Another key feature of the Blade Master path is its likely access to precision-based counters or parry mechanics, which can reward perfect timing with critical openings. If your daggers also benefit from critical strike bonuses or status effects, like bleed or poison, this opens up even more opportunities to exploit your enemy's weaknesses while staying topped up on health. Additionally, Blade Master may offer mobility-enhancing passives or feather techniques that further support your evasive combat style. You might find skills that increase invincibility frames during dodges, enhance backstab damage, or reduce cooldowns on dash-based attacks, all of which complement the hit-and-run tactics of a dagger user. However, it's important to remember that the Blade Master doesn't offer much in terms of defense or durability. It's not a tanky path. Success depends on your ability to maintain control through movement and timing. But when played skillfully, the Blade Master with dual daggers becomes a deadly force, always moving, always striking, and constantly replenishing health through relentless offense. In short, the Blade Master is an ideal match for dual daggers in Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. It enhances everything that makes daggers great: speed, precision, and aggression, and amplifies your lifesteal potential by enabling you to keep up a high hit count while staying mobile and hard to pin down. If you enjoy fast-paced melee combat with a high skill ceiling and love the thrill of surviving through sheer aggression, this combination is absolutely made for you. All of this is only possible thanks to the amazing twin daggers. The twin daggers in Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, are exceptionally well suited for a Leech build because of their speed, hit frequency, and synergy with sustained mechanics. In simple terms, these weapons allow you to heal through damage, not by avoiding combat, but by fully committing to it. First and foremost, twin daggers excel due to their incredibly fast attack speed. Each light attack comes out quickly and allows you to chain into fluid, uninterrupted combos. This matters a great deal for lifesteal builds because every hit has the potential to trigger your Leech effect. The faster you can land hits, the faster you regenerate health. This makes daggers more efficient at sustaining health in the middle of a fight than slow, heavy weapons, which might deal more damage per swing but offer fewer opportunities to heal. Another reason twin daggers shine in a Leech-focused setup is their ability to maintain constant pressure on enemies. Since they allow you to stay on the offensive, you're not relying on perfect parries or rare opportunities to strike. Instead, you're in control of the pace, chipping away at enemies while steadily healing with every slash. This is especially useful in longer fights or boss battles, where endurance is often more important than burst damage. The Blade Master class, which naturally synergizes with twin daggers, further enhances this by giving you tools to improve your dodge timing, stamina recovery, and attack chaining. These bonuses allow you to stay active longer without needing to disengage, which is critical for a Leech build that thrives on non-stop combat. When combined with skills that restore health on hit, like the Blade Master's Mighty Combination, your survivability increases significantly, even against tough opponents. Additionally, some dagger variants, such as Twin Bandits, come with special abilities that enhance healing effects or allow you to deflect and retaliate, further increasing your Leech potential. In some cases, they can even accelerate your attack speed after a successful block, which not only keeps your offensive going but boosts your health recovery in the process. Twin daggers also benefit from low stamina usage, allowing you to string together longer attack chains before tiring out. For a Leech build, this means more chances to heal in a single combo window and fewer risks of being left vulnerable due to stamina depletion. In summary, twin daggers are ideal for a Leech build in Wuchang. Fallen Feathers because they maximize hit frequency, minimize stamina cost, and enable you to stay in constant motion. Every strike becomes a source of both damage and healing, making you incredibly difficult to kill as long as you stay aggressive and precise. With the right build, twin daggers turn you into a fast, lethal, and self-sustaining predator on the battlefield. To make this even more powerful, we are using our tempering buff, the Bone Needle. The Bone Needle is an exceptional weapon when paired with twin daggers in Wuchang. Fallen Feathers, especially for players focusing on a fast-paced, life-leeching playstyle. This weapon excels not just because of its speed, but because of its unique passive effects and stat scaling that directly enhance everything twin daggers are designed to do. One of the main reasons the Bone Needle is so powerful is its high scaling with agility, which is the primary stat for twin daggers. This means that the more you invest in agility, the more damage the Bone Needle can deal. And because daggers hit so quickly, even a small increase in scaling results in a noticeable boost to overall DPS. High agility scaling also ensures that you're getting maximum value from your stat allocation, making your build more efficient and deadly as you level up. What truly sets the Bone Needle apart, however, is its innate passive effect that restores health on hit. For a Leech build, this effect is absolutely critical. Every successful strike with the Bone Needle returns a portion of your health, and since twin daggers hit more times per second than most other weapons, you're triggering this healing effect almost constantly. In practice, this allows you to stay aggressive and maintain your health even in dangerous situations, especially when facing multiple enemies or bosses with long attack patterns. The Bone Needle also benefits from the fast attack speed and combo potential of the twin dagger weapon class. It flows smoothly with skills from the Blade Master discipline, which further enhance your mobility, stamina efficiency, and combo chaining. Skills like Mighty Combination or Feather Chaser work extremely well with the Bone Needle because they let you maintain pressure and recover health while dealing rapid damage. Another major advantage is that the Bone Needle does not rely on slow, risky strikes or heavy charge attacks. It thrives in up-close combat, where you can weave through enemy attacks and chip away at their health with lightning-fast slashes. For players who master dodge timing and positioning, the Bone Needle becomes an almost unstoppable tool, turning each encounter into a battle of endurance that you are built to win. In short, the Bone Needle is so effective with twin daggers because it combines agility scaling, rapid attack speed, and an on-hit healing effect into one tightly focused weapon. It perfectly matches the rhythm of a Leech build, allowing you to play aggressively, heal constantly, and stay alive longer without sacrificing damage. If you're looking for a weapon that embodies the core strengths of a twin dagger lifesteal build, the Bone Needle is one of the best choices in the game. No, you are all wondering, but in Kishi, how are you able to tank so much damage beside using your Leech skill line? Well, the secret is in to learn how to maximize the use. Well, at least early to mid-game, the Divine Warden spell. This spell will enchant your physical resistance. Later on, after you manage to beat the Bow Magnus boss, change the Divine Warden spell with advanced version of Echo of the Bow Magnus. In terms of benediction you must use on your weapon. My person advises to use Oath, Wei Tri-Disciplinary Force, the Memory, Sheng Obliterate Rejuvenation, and the Wisdom, Wei Combo Force. In the early to mid-game of your journey in Wuchang at the end of the game, go to the Panda Vendor and buy the Wisdom, Wei 9 Disciplinary Force, and chance this with the Wisdom, Wei Combo Force. And that wraps up the build breakdown. If you found this guide helpful or just enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like the video, drop a comment to share your thoughts or questions, and subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and every bit of support truly means the world to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.